Hey guys, you're watching because you want to only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Minigame. Zombies 2 is what we're building at the moment. Last episode, we worked on a hopper clock to allow us to spawn the zombies in the world in the most sort of lag efficient way. However, we came across a problem of the zombies actually getting stuck in the ground. Now, you guys have made some suggestions. We'll be working on those soon. Not today, though. What I have done off camera, though, is I've gone round and I've done all 3 speed potions and all 3 health potions. So they all work. They're really, really simple. You guys have seen it before. It's just a dispenser filled with potions, block on top with a button on it, and then a piece of glass to sort of look like, I want it to look like a jukebox sort of style thing, you know, Call of Duty sort of style perky thing. What are they called? Juggernaut and stuff like that. Okay, so that's what that is. So all 3 of those are hooked up. Our enchantment closing and opening thing, there you go, is still all working there. I know originally what we had was the plan of having the Eyes of Ender hooked up, and once you get all 3 of them, boom, it reveals the enchantment table. Even if it went through a clock after that. But you guys didn't like that idea. I read the comments. You guys didn't like that idea because after you've played it like 2 or 3 times, you know exactly, or even after once, you know exactly where these Eyes of Ender are going to be. We're going to hide these around the map. But you guys said, well, we're going to find out where they are, and then we're just going to be able to go for those straight away, put them in there, and bang, we get an enchantment table. And I agree. I think that isn't really the greatest plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick to the plan that I said last episode of having the Eyes of Ender hooked up to diamond armor dispensing, and the hopper ones, which I've located with emerald blocks, 1, 2 inside those, and then there's 3. The 3rd one is inside this building, and the 4th one is on the side of the building here. Okay, 3 and 4. And those will dispense iron armor. By the way, the perk machines, like the Juggernaut machine and stuff that's inside caravans, have now slabs blocking them from underneath. So there's no possible way. Where's the other one? It's inside one of these caravans. Inside one of them. This one, I think. Yeah. So there's no possible way that you can now activate or get into the dispenser. You have to hit the button, which is useful because although you can hit it whenever you want, there is only 9 of them in each one. 9, 18, 27, sorry. 9, 18, 27 splash potions and 27 health potions. That sounds like a lot, but you'll be surprised how quickly you'll go through those, so you want to be frugal with them. Another suggestion that people have been making since the very beginning was to take the hoppers away in here and replace them with cauldrons, because it might confuse people. They actually look better as well. It might confuse people having hoppers that you can interact with and hoppers that you can't interact with. So by changing them to cauldrons instead, it keeps people sort of not confused. So I agree with that. Now, another problem that I found out with these Eyes of Ender ones is that we can't have them in locations like this because there's nowhere to put the comparator in order to read if there's an Eye of Ender in there. Wherever we put one of these, we're actually going to have a wall, which isn't really that much of a problem. It's not going to make them quite as hidden as what I wanted them to be, because like I wanted this one hidden around the corner. But like you guys did say, once you've played it once, you know where they are. So what's the point of having them hidden? Not much. So instead, what we can do is we can actually move this over, even if it's just to here, and we make a wall, maybe of quartz or something like that, so it does stand out a little bit, like a little wall like this. Have the end portal frame like this. Can I put a comparator on the other side? Does that work? I hope so. It's not really that much of a problem if it doesn't. It does work. Beautiful. Okay, so we can have it like that. Probably doesn't even have to be that high, as long as you can't climb over and get. Oh, yeah, we don't want that. We can't have you being able to climb over and get out like that. In fact, oh, you're still going to be able to jump over onto this one, aren't you? What if I sink it in the ground? What if I put it down? Oops. What if I put it down there? You can't see through it or anything like that. I can take those away now. Yeah. And then this has to be dropped down on this side as well, doesn't it? Like that. Ooh, just do a double check. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, so that's how we'll do it then. Perfect. So put one of those in. Let's get one of these hooked up. So we're going to want to have this activate once you put an Eye of Ender in there. And then we're going to want to have a dispenser sort of close by. Right underneath probably the one that you're going to stand on, hopefully. Or maybe underneath this one, because then it doesn't go into the wall or anything silly like that. So we'll put that back there. Let's get a dispenser. Now this should fire through the floor. We shouldn't have a problem here of the item going down or anything silly like that. So what we should be able to do is have that. Will that go down? Will that signal go down? Oops. Yes, it did. I heard it tick. Beautiful. Okay, so we can put down inside of this for the moment. Let's do an actual test with a diamond legs. And obviously we can have legs and helmets and chest plates and boots. And it'll be completely random. Every time you play it, it'll be random what one you get. I can stand over here. Boom. And we got it. Look. Haha. Wonderful. Okay. Very, very cool. I actually really, really like that. We might as well fill this up while we're here. Then let's grab one chest piece, because that's going to be the rarest, because it is the best. Put those in. That gives us 5 more spots. I don't want a diamond sword. That's a little bit too OP. I don't want any diamond tools. We can have maybe another couple of those. You're only going to get one of them anyway. So we'll have another boots, legs, and helmet. Okay, so there's a... If I order this, look. There's a 1 in 9 chance of getting a chest piece, a 2 in 9 chance of getting a legs, and then there's a 3rd chance of getting boots and a 3rd chance of getting a helmet. I think that's pretty nicely balanced. Okay, so I can do that on... Where were the other ones? We had one there. This is the only thing that I didn't mark out where the other ones are. One at this tree. Let's use another block here, a lapis block. Put it on top of the tree there. So there's 1, 2, and then there's one more somewhere. Where did I put the last one? Is it inside? Yeah, it's here. I don't like that. We've got a blue one. We've got a splash potion. We've got this, and we've got a green thing on the other side. Don't we? Somewhere here? Oh no, the green thing's around there. No, I still think we should move this. I'm gonna take that away. Put that back underneath. Because we've got the problem, like I said, of having to have it against a deep wall. Maybe I'll have it out the front here then. I mean, why not? Let's have it out the front here. And we'll have... Oh, autosave. Again, our nice sort of double... On this one, hold on, can I see around the corner? I can't see the comparator, no. Where can I? No. And in fact, we can tidy this up a little bit. I know it's not the best, but it hides it at least, doesn't it? I just don't want to be able to see it. That's the only thing. No, I don't like it there. I want to do them in spots that I can actually make it not visible. I don't like being able to see the redstone. So how would we do it on this corner? On this corner one, we can have this quite nicely in here. Look. In this corner. And with the eye end portal frame there. Take that away now. And what about this third one then? I do want 3. Because it makes it awkward. Did I have 4 before? I always thought it was 4 players. But then I've only got 3 there. So I might have only put 3. I can't remember. I don't have anyone in the any in the bathroom, do I? I shouldn't have because I no, because I got one on the other side. Oh, but these are hoppers. I should change these to cauldrons as well. Ooh. Oh, I can't get over. Can I? There we go. Yeah, you guys are right about that. I don't want to confuse people. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, okay, so we'll have... Trouble is, it's 4 people. So I do really want 4. Okay, I'm going to have 1 here. Like that. And then, so we've got 1 in that corner, 1 in that corner, 1 in this corner. Well, it would make sense to have the last one in this corner then, wouldn't it then? I mean, that just makes sense, doesn't it? So we'll have that one in that corner. Okay, I can wire all those up. You saw me wire that one up. You know how that is. We've got these ones. I've located all 4 of these. 1 emerald block, 2 emerald block, 3 emerald block. And the 4th one is inside. Just underneath there. I can wire those up. Should we do one of those together? This is the design that we've gone for here. It's a pretty... It looks complicated, but it's really not that complicated. Let's hook one of them up. Let's go for this one at the side here. So, we want to come below here. Oh, yeah, I forgot there's all redstone underneath this now, isn't there? We're going to need to have hoppers, comparators, repeaters, torches, dust, a block, a dispenser, and a chest. I think. Okay, I'm going to move it over a couple of blocks, just so we make sure we're out the way of any other redstone. And the first hopper is going to go down, and it's going to go into a hopper below on this level here. I might as well point it that way. Then the third one, we need to go into a chest. This chest is going to hold items that you throw in that are not correct. If you throw in your sword or your weapon, it's just going to be wasted. It's going to go into the chest and not do anything. I don't need to be able to open that chest. As long as the items still go in it, it should be fine. I threw the hopper. Do the items go in the chest? Really? The hopper has the... Really? The chest has to be able to be opened. It does! No way! The chest has to be able to be opened in order for a hopper to empty into it. I did not know that. I honestly did not know that. Okay, so we need to change our design a little bit. We shall have like that. That's the top one. That goes into the one below. We then want this one. I should probably do it the other way, how I had it before. We want this one going into here. This is getting complicated, isn't it? It has to be done, though. We have to work this out. Okay, so it goes down. And at the moment, everything always goes into that chest. But we want the filter on here, which we'll have below. On, is it a comparator here? A hopper going into the comparator. Then redstone and drop one down with the redstone. Let's dig out a little bit of a hole here. Grab some glowstone so we can see. There we go. We want to have a repeater here. Like that. And then a torch here with a hopper going into another chest. This is complicated. I know this is complicated, but hopefully I'm doing it in a way that you guys can all follow. And then in here is going to be the... Oops, in this hopper here is going to be our filter. So let's do iron ingot filter. Okay, that's good that they're holding it. We want to go up to 18. Okay, 18 in there. Now, if I put another one in there, go to 19, as you can see, it always drops you back down to 18. Okay, and it's going into this chest. So let's now do a test from above to make sure it works. If I throw in a repeater, that should go into that chest, which it did. But if I throw an iron ingot in there, it should not go into that chest, which it hasn't. It should go into this chest, which it has. Wonderful. There's a problem one solved. It's actually pretty compact. It's not really that big when you think about it, is it? It's not really that gross. And I could make it even smaller by having this hopper here point towards me and have the chest above that redstone, and that would make it only 1 block wide. In fact, that would only make it 1 block wide by a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks long. That's pretty compact, but it's not doing any harm being there at the moment. So now that we can get items into this chest, we're going to want to have a comparator coming out that reads if there's an item, in this case an iron ingot, in the chest. As soon as there is one, the comparator lights up, meaning that this can only be activated once, which I think we want, because it's a weaker one. It's a special hopper like the Eyes of Ender holders, but instead of it being diamond armor, it's going to be iron armor. No, this should be the other way round, shouldn't it? It should be the other way around. The Eyes of Ender should be for iron armor, because you can get those whenever you want. As soon as you've played the map once, you know where they are. However, iron ingots are much more rare from zombies. They're dropped from zombies, and they are much more rare. 1 in 50 or something like that. So this should be the diamond armor one. Yes, definitely. Glad we thought of that. Otherwise, you guys would have been angry with me. Okay, so all we need to do here is, I don't know, that should turn that torch off, shouldn't it? Yeah, it does. Wonderful. So we want to have a little thing coming up here. That turns that on. No, we want it to be inverted. Where do I... Let's do the dispenser first. Where do we want the dispenser to be? Probably behind us, right here. Let's get a block down. Get the dispenser on there. All we need to do now is hook that comparator up to that. Shouldn't be hard. Really shouldn't be hard. But whenever I'm doing stuff on camera, redstone on camera, everything always seems to get more difficult. But there we go. And we've still kept it 1 block wide. This could totally be 1 block wide. Okay, so if I put something in here, like a comparator, and I go above, I drop something in there, nothing should happen. But if I drop an iron ingot in there, there we go! Wonderful, I'm so pleased. So this is where the diamond armor is. So we want, what did we say? 3 helmets, 3 boots, 2 leggings, and a chest piece. Yes, beautiful. Take that out there. These can only be activated once. If you put another iron ingot in there, it's not going to activate again. Okay, it's going to be a waste of an iron ingot. But I don't mind that. I don't mind people like testing it out and stuff like that. No, we could do this. If I had another hopper underneath this chest, we could do it in a way that you could do it until the dispenser is completely empty. Couldn't we? Should we do that? Should we do it so you can actually use it 9 times if you're lucky enough to get 9 ingots? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's dig out a little bit of room here so we can see. We're going to want a hopper below here. Just going into another chest, maybe. I think that's all we're going to need. I might... Is that locking this hopper? That is. We might not even need chest underneath it. Just a hopper would do. Okay, that fired, but it hasn't gone out of the chest. It's staying in the chest because it's probably still locking on, isn't it? But hold on. Hold on. If I done it from the top and I drop an iron ingot in, it's okay. It did take them out, but it didn't. We can still do. I can work this out. Oh, why didn't that fire? Did that go straight into the one below? Okay, that went straight into the one below. It didn't even... It went through the chest, but it went through the chest so fast that the iron ingot didn't set off the comparator. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to put a delay before it can go into this hopper below. How are we going to do that? I hear you say. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. If I do that might work. Might work. Might is the prime word there. So let's make sure we have nothing in there and nothing in there. So we're on a fresh start. Okay, it still went straight into it. I was hoping that would hold it back. Still not lost cause. Still not... I'm still not giving up. I'm going to put a torch on the back. And I'm going to put redstone going into it. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. I love this kind of redstone experimenting. This is my favourite type of doing redstone. Okay, boom. We got a helmet. Because I didn't have a block there, it sort of fired out. Did it go... Where did it go? Did it go into a chest or into a hopper somewhere? How did it get into there? Okay, so we got that. And yes, exactly. The comparator has gone out. So it's now down in the bottom here. I should be able to throw another one in there. Let's cover this up so it doesn't do that again. So I got my helmet. Oops. If I throw another one in, I get my boots. If I throw another one in, I get helmet. Beautiful. We've got it working. I knew we could work it out. I knew we could do it. We've got 3 helmets and boots. Leggings. There we go. So you can get diamond armor on the map. You just need to be lucky enough and fortunate enough to get the ingots in the first place. And this way you can do it as many times as you want. Beautiful. Beautiful. But the iron ones only work once. So you can only get the iron ones once, but you can get the diamond as many times as you want. Now that might sound unbalanced. You know, you can get diamond more often than iron. I don't think many people realize how rare it is to get an iron ingot from a zombie. I really think it's very, very rare, but we'll just have to see. We'll have, when we play some tests, we'll have to see. But that's really, really cool. We can drop random stuff in there and it won't do nothing. I can't even trick it by throwing loads of them in there. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Okay, I think that's probably all we've got time for this episode. I'm so chuffed that we got that worked out, though. It's not everything that I wanted to do this episode. I wanted to get hide all of this up as well. In fact, I'll just show you. I'll just show you what I want to do. So it's very clean at the moment. Although we're starting to make it a little bit more spookier with lava traps, and we've got a little bit of fire in the caravan and stuff like that. We've got all the trees. It's also going to be at night time, which makes it more evil. But what I want to do is I want to get some bone meal. And we're going to bone meal up the ground here. 1, it just adds a little bit of life. But 2, we can bone meal the grass to make long grass. Which is actually going to make it really difficult, as you can see, to see zombies behind it. That's going to be spooky. If you get like a decent amount of long grass in here, look. Like this. And you're wandering through and you're trying to fight zombies and you can't exactly see all the way through the grass, you're going to get some zombies sneak up on you and you're not going to be able to exactly see where they all are. And I really like that idea. I really like that idea. So, it's just a matter of going around, pretty much spamming it around. We want it to be overgrown as well. We don't want this to look like it's a still active camp. We want it to be overgrown and horrible. So this is a perfect way to do that. And it makes the map look so much better as well. So much detail then in the grass. Not too much though. I don't want it everywhere. I just like these little patches. See how it's all patched up like that? And then it's a matter of just going around and spamming around on top of the some of the long grass. Don't try and like deliberately make certain ones longer than others. Just literally go around and just spam it. And you'll get a really like random, nice, even coverage of long grass and not long grass that way. Or probably not in front of the door. Oops. No, 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 no. Not in front of the door. I don't think that's a very good idea. Okay. Keep going round. Like this. It's also, if there's no other way apart from to have the dispensers for the zombies to be actually on the ground level, the long grass will also hide that up a little bit as well, won't it? Oh, it's also going to hide up the lava lakes as well. You're not going to be able to see those quite as easy. Oh, it's so cool. I absolutely love what sort of design aspects we have on this. Very, very sort of interesting. Never seen anybody do anything like this before. Very, very cool. Okay, how many more have we got to go? How much have we done? I might get rid of some of these flowers. I sort of like the flowers, but it doesn't really suit the spooky feel quite as much, does it? But it does suit the caravan feel. That's the thing. It is sort of still themed for us. Oh, got some more over here. I was trying to do this in a way that I wouldn't miss any patches, but I don't think I've done a very good job. I think I've gone more random than I wanted to. Uh-huh. And around here. A little bit here. Okay. So it looks like the clearest part is going to be on the road. I might put some more spawners on this road then, because it looks like it's actually the safest place. There's not much down here, but it is the sort of safest place. How cool does that look now? Oh, that looks really built up. I think we need some more in some spots. But, especially on the sort of empty grass parts. That's too empty. But look, when I'm running through this now, the long grass really gets in the way. Really, really cool. Ooh. Yes. Ah, that's cool. That worked so well on me then. Yeah, you can't see the lava traps quite as easy. Beautiful. What a great, cool idea. Yeah, just barely see it. Ooh, right at the last second. I only saw that one at the last second. Awesome. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. That's all we've got time for this episode. But boy, are we getting a really cool map here.